Welcome back, folks. This is Basir, your real estate broker and your mortgage loan broker, all in one-stop shop. So let's get right to it. The latest Federal Reserve Board meeting on April 28th and 29th showed a what some people would call a little disturbing trend. Of the 12 Board of Governors, 8 voted in favor of keeping the interest rates unchanged the way Jerome Powell, the chairman, wanted it to be, and 4 of them dissented. So it was 8-4 vote. And of the 4, 1 dissented by Stephen Miron, the Trump's puppet, Trump ka chamcha. He said that we needed to reduce the interest rates by a quarter basis points. The other 3 dissented by saying that the inclination in the press statement that people should expect an interest rate cut in the next few months is not welcome, should not be there. So basically, the other 3 that dissented are leaning towards an interest rate hike or leaving them unchanged over the next few meetings. Some people would say that these 3 people who dissented, one from Dallas, Minneapolis, Neil Lashkari, Lori Logan, I think the other guy's name is Hammond something. So these 3, some people are saying that they wanted to send a message to the incoming Federal Reserve Chairman, Kevin Warsh, that, hey, we're not in favor of any interest rate cuts. So if you are going to try to come in June and try to please Trump by even insinuating that you want to cut interest rates, we're letting you fair warning, we're not on board. So, but here's the other development. Once Jerome Powell retires, he is not going to leave the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. He's actually going to stay as one of the voting members of the 12 Board of Governors, which means Stephen Miron will have to leave and he'll be replaced with Jerome Powell. So Jerome Powell will still be there. He's not in favor of cutting interest rate cuts. So of the 3 dissenting plus Jerome Powell, now you have 4 voices that people are predicting will be against cutting interest rates or maybe increasing interest rates come June. Something that has happened, never happened in the 113 years of the history of Federal Reserve, is that when the chairman retires, he leaves the Board of Governors out of respect for the incoming chairman, because if the existing chairman stays on the Board of Governors, he has enjoyed all this power and influence in the Board of Governors. He can shape opinions, he can influence positions and votes of other members in the board. So he'll be acting almost like a shadow chairman while staying on board. And so maybe a big tussle between him and Kevin Warsh, people are suggesting. But Kevin Warsh himself is under a lot of intense pressure. The jobs report came today, and it said that the unemployment is hovering on 4.3%, even though we added some jobs. So the unemployment has not passed 5%, which typically is a benchmark for Federal Reserve to start getting worried. So the likelihood of interest rates staying at unchanged at the June meeting are very highly likely. Right now, the probability is like 92%. It may even go higher. But with all this dissenting voices collecting in the Federal Reserve Board of Governors about possibly an interest rate hike, I would not be surprised if you see an interest rate hike, if not in June, maybe in July. So don't get your hopes up about interest rates going down, because if the war in Iran continues, inflation is going to spike, and you're going to be looking at most likely interest rate hikes in the next couple of months, maybe by July. That's all for now. I'll stay tuned, and please like, share, subscribe, and we'll bring you more relevant news as they become available. Thank you.